Okay, let's take a look at formative exercise 1.4, question number 1. Okay, let's go through the question first and understand what is being asked. A cylindrical cake has a radius and height of 11 cm. Okay, you are told that the radius is 11 cm and the height is 8 cm because of the word respectively. Means that the radius is 11 and the height will be 8 cm. So the cake is originally cylindrical in shape. And so you notice that the radius will be 11 cm from here to the edge of the cake. Radius is 11 cm, whereas the thickness or height of the cake is 8 cm. Okay, so these two are given. The diagram on the right shows a uniform cross section of a cake, of a slice of a cake in the form of a sector. So the cake has been cut out. I think you'll see this in shops and so on, this kind of cutting. So they have cut a sector of the cake. Okay. And then it forms a sector POQ. So you're told here that sector is POQ. So this is cut out from the cylindrical cake with center O and radius 11. It is given that POQ is 40 degree. You are given the angle here. So POQ, this angle is given as 40 degree. Okay. You're asked to find what is the perimeter of sector POQ. So perimeter of sector POQ. So this whole sector, what is the perimeter? So as you all know, in order to find perimeter, you just have to find the arc line and then add the arc line to the two sides, which are the radius. So in order to do this problem, the best way, so here write down FE 1.4. FE formative exercise 1.4, question number 1. So we will draw a small sketch to represent the cake. Okay, draw an arc like this, and then draw a straight line from here to here. Then one more straight line joining this. Okay. Then vertical line. We got one vertical line here. Okay. Now one more vertical line over there. One more horizontal line. You can connect the two. So this would become the cake. And you are told that the radius is 11 cm. So 11 cm refer to the radius here. And then the angle is 40 degree. And this angle is 40 degree given. And height is 8 cm. Now label the three edges P, O, Q. So this is P, this is O, this is Q. Okay, so draw a small sketch like this, so you'll understand more clearly what is going on. So A part 1, you're asked to find what is the parameter. So A part 1, what is the parameter? So parameter of sector POQ. Parameter of sector POQ is equal to OQ POQ plus arc length. Okay, arc length PQ plus OP. Okay, so this part is very straightforward. Yeah? So parameter of the sector is given by OQ plus arc length PQ and then OP. So in order to find the parameter, arc length, remember we were using the formula S is equal to R theta. This is what we learned in this chapter. So this is equal to OQ will be 11 cm plus arc length. So arc length is R theta, R is 11, theta will be 40 degree. Okay, convert this to radian. 3.142, okay, 3.142 divided by 180 degree plus 11. Okay, so if you work it out, you'll get 11 plus 7.68 plus 11. So this will give you 29.68 cm. Okay, so that is the answer for part 1. You have to find parameter of sector POQ. So it's quite straightforward, part 1. In part 2, you have to find what is the area of sector. You have to find what is the area of sector POQ. What is this area? Okay. So area of sector, very simple. So we use the same formula we have studied earlier. So area of sector POQ is equal to half r square theta. Remember this equation. So it's equal to half times r square will be 11 square times theta. So theta will be 40 degree times 3.142 over 180 degree. And so if you work it out, you'll get 42.24 cm square. Now remember, this is area, so the unit will be in cm square. That is part B, okay, area of sector. And then you are asked to find, in part 3, you are asked to find what is the volume of the piece of cake that has been cut out. What is the volume? Okay, so remember, whenever you want to find volume of an object, okay, you can take the base area multiplied by the height, provided the cross section is same at every height. So in this case, it doesn't matter where you cut the cake, at which level. It doesn't matter which level you cut the cake, the cross section will look the same. And therefore, the volume is given by volume of cake cut is equal to base area multiplied by height. Okay, so base area which is calculated is 42.4. We multiply this by the height, which is 8. Okay, so this will give you 337.94 cm square. Okay, so that is the volume of the cake that has been cut out. Now in part D, you are asked to find what is in part B, and let's take a look at part B. It looks like a long question. Let's take a look first. If the mass of a slice of the cake that has been cut out is 150 grams, in other words, this particular slice, okay, this particular slice that has been cut out has a weight of 150 grams. If this small slice has 150 grams, weighs 150 grams, what is the mass of the whole cake? Okay, how much will the whole cake weigh? And that is a question. So what we do here in part D, okay, so the mass of the whole cake, okay, will be given by, remember, if you're looking at one whole cake, the angle will be 360 degree. Okay, so currently we are looking at a small sector of the cake, which is 40 degree. But when you're looking at the whole cake, this angle will be, you have to go one round, will be 360 degree. So in order to find the mass for a whole cake, which is 360 degrees, so what we do here, we take 360 degree, divide by 40 degree, which is the angle subtended by the sector of the cake shown. So this one multiplied by 150 grams. So this will give you 1350. Okay, so that is the weight of the whole cake. Okay, so another way of looking at this is provided, if 40 degree sector, okay, weighs 150 gram, then 360 degree will weigh how much? So this is why we take 360 divide by 40, and then we take the 40 multiplied by 150. In other words, it's 360 divided by 40 multiplied by 150. Okay, so that is how we solve this question. Okay, so it's quite not that difficult to do, provided you understand the application. So this is an application-oriented type of question. And they've given you a cake like this, and then they've given you the radius and the thickness or height of the cake, and you are given this angle as well. You asked to find what is the sector, and then you asked to find what is the area. Okay, from the area and the height, you can find what is the volume of the cake. And then you are told that if the mass or the piece cut out is 150, what will be the weight of the whole cake? So the weight of the whole cake will be 1350. Okay. So again, same thing. The best way to revise is without looking at the solution, try the question one more time. Okay. If you get stuck, then just take a look at the solution. If you cannot understand, contact me by email. Okay. So thank you, and then I will stop the recording here.